Hey, hello everyone. This is Nicola with Faster Changes Integrative Change Work, and today I am here with Irene, and we are going to be tapping on her bread cravings.
Yes.
And I'm just going to share that before we begin, Irene is not at all convinced this is going to work, and she'll be very surprised if it does. No challenge there.
No,
okay.
None.
All right. So before we begin, Irene, have you made the decision to let go of your relationship with bread? Or to at least change it a little bit?
I would like to change it a little bit. It would be better for my health if I did. So that part, yes.
Perfect. That's all we need is just to start with that.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. So what we're going to do first is we're going to clean up the mind, right? We're going to go into all the nuances of how you even know that you want bread. So I want you to think about bread, and I know you have some there, but don't address it in present reality first. Let's just think about it in your mind, everything it represents and all the ways you know you want bread, your bread and butter. In this moment, right now, how much do you want bread?
Right now, only a 4.
Only a 4. I want you to imagine it's the only piece of bread in the whole world, and it's the last piece you'll ever get to have.
Well, hey, I'd be after it at a 20.
Okay, notice that 20 feeling. You got it?
I do.
Okay, now tap. Feel your fingers and tap with me. And say, I release and let go of that 20 feeling.
I release and let go of that 20 feeling.
I have to have my bread and butter.
I have to have my bread and butter.
I acknowledge it and let it go.
I acknowledge it and I let it go.
I choose to change my relationship with bread today.
I choose to change my relationship with bread today.
Good. Squeeze your wrist. Take a deep breath. And say peace.
Peace.
Perfect. Okay, so let's think about it again. In your mind, there's that bread. And it was at a 20. How much do you want that bread now? I want you to just think about it. Everything about bread that you like. How much can you crave that bread?
It's probably a 10. I mean, it's a 10. A 20 is a 10.
Okay, so notice what makes it a 10. You got it?
Okay.
Now tap right there. Feel your fingers. Say, I release and let go of that 10 feeling.
I release and let go of that 10 feeling.
I release all my emotional attachments to bread.
I release all my emotional attachments to bread.
I'm taking my power back now.
I'm taking my power back now.
Good. Let the rest go.
And let the rest go.
That's great. Squeeze your wrist. And say peace.
Peace.
Excellent. Okay, think about it again. That bread. Think about your best ever bread eating experience, bread and butter. How much can you make yourself want that bread?
Oh, I can make myself want it for 10.
Notice the 10. You got it?
I do.
Tap. Feel your fingers. Switch your focus to the tapping. I release the bread.
I release the bread.
I release that 10 feeling.
I release that 10 feeling.
All the ways I want that bread.
All the ways I want the bread.
I let it all go now.
I'm letting it all go now.
Good. Squeeze your wrist. Deep breath. Say peace.
Peace.
Very well done. Think about the bread again. How much do you want the bread? 0 to 10.
I don't. I want to keep walking away from it.
Nice. That's a nice shift already, huh?
Yeah, it's sitting on a dish at the at the beach on a
Okay.
fence. I just want to keep walking down the beach.
Okay, so now just tap. Feel your fingers and say, I release that image of the bread on the fence at the beach.
I release the image of the bread on the fence at the beach.
I choose to continue walking the beach.
I choose to continue walking the beach.
I let the bread go.
I let the bread go.
I let it all go.
I let it all go.
Good. Squeeze your wrist and say peace.
Peace.
Good. So now let's check it again. I want you to just see that craving for the bread. Is it a 0, or is there any part of you that still wants some bread?
No, not really. They're just not feel like that.
Good. So we're going to move on to, I want you to imagine smelling the bread in your mind. Okay. I want you to imagine you've gone and got that bread. You know, whatever your normal bread ritual is. Do you walk in the kitchen? Where do you keep it? Imagine going to get that bread.
Right. Got it.
Any emotion?
Relief and hope that'll make me feel better. Give me some more energy.
Okay, tap right there.
Mhm.
Feel your fingers and say, I release and let it go.
I release and I let it go.
Bread isn't going to give me more energy.
Bread is not going to give me more energy.
It's going to make me tired after I eat it.
It will make me tired after I eat it.
I know that from experience.
I do know that from experience.
I release that fake hope.
I release that fake hope.
Along with that bread.
Along with the bread.
Good. Squeeze your wrist. Deep breath. And say peace.
Peace.
Good. Okay, so in your mind, let's do it again. You're going in the kitchen to get your bread fix. Any emotions?
Ambivalence. I mean, it's like, I wish I knew what else I could do instead of this to make this feeling better or to go away.
And the feeling that you want to be better or to go away is what?
Fatigue.
Fatigue.
And anxiety.
Ah, okay. Now tap. I'm releasing that fatigue and anxiety.
I'm releasing the fatigue and the anxiety.
Food can never fix that.
Food can never fix that.
I do have other options, though.
I do have other options, though.
I know how to tap.
I know how to tap.
I'm going to tap and release the fatigue and anxiety now.
I'm going to tap and release the fatigue and the anxiety now.
Excellent. Squeeze your wrist. Deep breath. And peace.
Peace.
Excellent. So let's do it again. You're walking in the kitchen to get that bread. Do you want the bread?
No.
Okay.
I just want to feel better.
Okay, perfect. You just want to feel better. So notice that part of you that's not feeling better yet.
Okay.
Now tap, feel your fingers.
Mm-hmm.
I release anything that isn't feeling better yet.
I release anything that isn't feeling better yet.
I give myself permission to feel better now.
I give myself permission to feel better now.
Good. Feel your fingers. And how are you about hydrating? You drink a lot of water?
I work at it. Yes, I do, but sometimes I forget.
That has a lot more to do with having more energy. Dehydration makes us super tired.
Yes, it's true of those of my cohort.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, squeeze your wrist.
It is.
And say peace. Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you're in the kitchen, and I want you to imagine you've got some bread.
Yeah.
And I want you to smell it. What do you smell when you smell that bread?
It's kind of sweet. Um,
Mhm.
yeah, I think of it as sweet and it's soft and cushy.
Okay. So
The,
just notice the sweet smell first. We're going to work on the smell and then work on the taste and texture. So notice that sweet smell. You got it?
I do.
Now tap. Feel your fingers. So I release that sweet smell of bread.
I release the sweet smell of bread.
It's just a smell.
It's just a smell.
A smell that I'm letting go of.
It's a smell I'm letting go of.
I'm safe to let it go now.
I am safe to let it go now.
Good. Squeeze your wrist and say peace.
Peace.
Very well done. Okay, in your mind, can you still smell that sweet smell or is it gone?
It's gone. I really can't smell it that much.
Can you smell anything in relation to the bread?
Not really. I can when I slather it with butter and peanut butter, but just by itself, no.
Okay, in your mind, do you usually slather it with peanut butter and butter or just butter or what's your norm for the bread?
Peanut butter and butter.
So slather it with peanut butter and butter now in your mind. Any emotions? Does it make you want the bread more?
Yep.
Notice how much you want it now and tap. Let it go.
Let it go.
It's safe to let it go.
It is safe to let it go.
I release slathering the bread with peanut butter and butter.
I release slathering the bread with peanut butter and butter.
And whoever that represented.
And whoever that represented.
Let it go.
Let it go.
You feel your fingers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Squeeze your wrist, deep breath, and say peace.
Peace.
Good. Okay, so you slathered the bread with peanut butter and butter. Any emotions?
Comfort.
Tap. Feel your fingers. I release the link between bread, butter, peanut butter, and comfort.
I release the link between bread, butter, and peanut butter.
Food can't comfort me.
Food can't comfort me.
It can't love me.
It can't love me.
It can't talk to me.
It surely can't talk to me.
Food is just food.
Food is just food.
I release all my emotional attachments to bread, butter, and peanut butter.
I release all my emotional attachments to bread, butter, and peanut butter.
Fabulous. Okay, squeeze your wrist. Deep breath, let it out, and say peace.
Peace.
Good. Now, I want you to work on smelling it again. Smell the bread, the butter, the peanut butter, and what do you notice?
Well, I notice my stepping back and at least in my head looking at it and saying, you in and of yourself, you can't comfort me. Is there another way I can find to comfort me? So it's sort of a question I'm beginning to contemplate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as you contemplate that question, what other ways can you create that comfort that you're seeking? How can you comfort yourself?
Probably when I reach for it, I'm tired. So I could sit down, take my cat nap. I could tap. I could go out on my porch and just tap. Uh, and just aim at comforting myself, not having to make something come or go away, just
Right.
comforting myself. Yeah.
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 So good. And let's just check the smells too. Can you smell? I just want to see where your mind's at with it. Can you smell the bread, the peanut butter, or the butter in your mind?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
when you smell it, what does it smell like?
bread, peanut butter, and butter.
Okay, just tap. That's,
It,
that's fair. Tap and say, I release the smell of the bread, peanut butter, and butter.
I release the smell of the bread, butter, and peanut butter.
And I release however I linked that smell to comfort.
I release, however, I linked that smell to comfort.
Yeah, I give my unconscious mind permission
I give my unconscious mind permission
to create comfort in a whole new way today.
to create comfort in a whole new way today.
Excellent. Squeeze your wrist.
Sorry about that lawnmower.
Say peace. Oh, I thought it was a plane. I didn't know it was a lawnmower. It's fine.
They're mowing the lawn outside.
Yeah, my husband just went out to go get batteries because all the smoke alarms in the house have decided to start going off and making crazy sounds. So you just might be treated to that. We'll see. I don't know if he's back yet, but I'm fingers crossed that we don't have the bread alarm going off. But
no, the birds aren't flying in. No. Okay.
Right. Okay, so now think about the smell. Peanut butter, butter, or bread. Can you smell it in your mind? Any of those?
Yeah.
Okay, less, more, the same.
It's just the same, but I don't have a reaction to it per se. It's just,
okay. It's like, still an internal process because you don't have peanut butter there. The butter's not open. So you're still creating the smell inside, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. So now tap and say, I release those smells.
I release those smells.
I let them go completely.
I let them go completely.
It's safe to let it go.
It's safe to let it go.
I'm safe as I'm letting those smells go.
I'm safe as I'm letting those smells go.
Perfect. Squeeze your wrist, take a deep breath, let it out, and say peace.
Peace.
Excellent. Okay. What are you experiencing? I'm just watching your eyes and curious.
Yeah, there's off to the side, there's a part of me that a voice, me, saying, I don't know how to comfort myself. And it's like, if I let this go, I feel like I'm in free fall.
Mm-hmm. So just notice that. Notice the fear that there's no other way to comfort yourself.
Nice. Thank you.
Now tap.
Okay.
I release that fear.
I release that fear.
I actually haven't ever tried to comfort myself in another way.
I actually haven't tried to comfort myself in other ways.
There are so many other ways I could choose, though.
There's so many other ways I could choose, so.
And I release the connection between comfort and bread.
I release the connection between comfort and bread.
It's fake comfort anyway.
It's fake comfort anyways. What's happening is I'm seeing my mother hiding in the refrigerator drinking.
Okay.
She was
so Mom taught you that comfort is in food.
In food, booze, and
right.
You hide with it. She would, because she was shorter than me. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So now notice that image of Mom.
Yeah.
Now tap. Feel your fingers.
Okay.
So I release that image.
Okay. I release that image.
It's safe to let it go.
It's safe to let it go now.
I can love my mom.
I can love my mom.
And comfort myself in new ways.
And comfort myself in new ways.
I don't need to do it the way she did it.
I don't need to do it the way she did it. Bless her heart.
Right?
Yeah.
Squeeze your wrist, deep breath, and say peace.
Peace.
Perfect. Okay, so do it again. Can you bring that image back of Mom, or is it gone? Tap right there. Tap. Whatever's left, let it go.
Whatever's left, let it go.
Safe to let it fade away completely.
It's safe to let it fade away completely.
No longer important.
No longer important.
I've let it go.
I've let it go.
Because I deserve to be free.
Because I deserve to be free.
Good. Squeeze your wrist. Peace. Fantastic. You're doing great. Think about it again. That image of mom, is it gone?
Yeah.
Now go back and check that free fall feeling. If you release comfort from bread, butter, and peanut butter, what happens?
The feeling of, I don't know what to do.
Notice the I don't know what to do feeling.
Yep.
Now tap. I release the I don't know what to do feeling.
I release the I don't know what to do feeling.
All the roots and causes of the I don't know what to do feeling.
All the roots and causes of I don't know what to do feeling.
Let it go.
Let it go.
I safely and completely let it go.
I safely and completely let it go.
Excellent, Irene. Squeeze your wrist and say peace.
Peace.
Good job. Okay, sweetie, let's do it again. I want you to think about that. You're disconnecting comfort from, or unlinking comfort from bread, butter, and peanut butter. What now happens?
Well, I'm standing in a space that has no color or sound.
Sounds like a space of opportunity. What would you like to put in there?
What would I like to put in there? A magic tablet that I could swallow and I would feel better.
Tap with me.
Okay.
I release that need to make it feel better.
I release the need to make it feel better.
The fear of just feeling what I'm feeling.
The fear of just feeling what I'm feeling.
I can acknowledge it.
I can acknowledge it.
And I can tap and allow it to transform as well.
I can tap and allow it to transform as well.
I don't need to hide from it.
I don't need to hide from it.
Like mom did.
Like mom did.
I'm making better choices now.
I'm making better choices now.
Good. Squeeze your wrist. And say peace.
Peace.
Good work. Okay, so think about it again. That's that space.
Mm-hmm.
What do you notice about it now? How is it different?
Well, it's got some light, and it's like it's like a. You ever gone to a conference where they have different tables with info and resources?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You can go up to each of the table and see if there's something there that catches your interest.
So in this space, you now have options and resources that could catch your interest.
Yeah.
And how does that feel?
It's a little hard to believe because I've been to lots of conferences and tried lots of things.
Notice the hard to believe.
Yeah, it's hard to believe that anything. Hard to believe that anything could help this boulder, this rock, this what do I want to call it? Avalanche of rocks that fell on my body.
I release the boulder and the avalanche of rocks.
I release the boulder and the avalanche of blood.
And all the ways I've been representing it inside of me.
Okay, and all the ways I've been representing it inside of me.
I release it along with the bread.
I release along with the bread.
The peanut butter and butter.
The peanut butter and butter.
I'm creating changes in me now.
I'm creating change in me now.
One tap at a time.
One tap at a time.
Good. Squeeze your wrist.
That's an affirmation.
Yes, it is. Good.
Sorry.
No, it's good.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay, so now That free fall feeling, that fear that there'll be no way to have comfort without the bread, butter, and peanut butter, is that gone?
Yeah. Yeah.
Good. Now let's go back and check the smells. Bread, butter, and peanut butter. Any smells left, or are they gone?
They're gone.
Perfect. So now in your mind, I want you to imagine taking a bite of the bread and tell me how it tastes.
It has a soft, silky, because of the cream in the butter.
Tap.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the fat.
Good. Well, you can have the fat. You're just releasing the bread. I released that soft, silky taste.
I release that soft, silky taste. I release my attachment that it's somehow going to make this feel better.
I release the need
I
to
release
use bread
to use bread
to feel better.
to feel better.
It's a fake feel better.
It is a fake feel better.
If it really worked, I wouldn't keep having to have it.
If it really worked, yeah, it's a fake habit. Sorry.
Okay, squeeze your wrist. When you're ready, deep breath and say peace. Good. Okay, so think about it again. Take a bite of the bread. What do you notice? What do you taste?
Well, there's a combo. You get the tang of the peanut butter, and I
Notice
like
the tang of the peanut butter. Let's tap on that first. Now tap. I release the tang of the peanut butter.
I release the tang of the peanut butter.
It's just a taste.
It's just a taste.
And I let it go.
And I let it go.
Let it go.
Let it go.
Squeeze your wrist. Deep breath. And say peace.
Peace.
Good. Okay, taste it again. What do you notice? What stands out first?
The crunch. I like
Notice
crunch.
the crunch. Tap right there. I release the crunch.
I release the crunch.
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 Let it go.
Let it go.
Safe to let it go.
It is safe to let it go.
Good. Squeeze your wrist. Deep breath. And say peace.
Peace.
Well done. Okay, let's check this again. Have a bite of the bread. What do you notice? What do you taste?
Well, I taste the silk of the butter, the crunch and tang of the peanut butter, and I taste there's a sweetness. I like potato rolls, so there's a sweetness to the potato roll. So it's a combo of those three things.
Let's tap. I release that sweet, silky, crunchy taste.
I release that silky, crunchy taste. There's a part of me inside going, oh no!
Yeah, just notice that. Oh no, who will I be without that sweet, silky, crunchy taste?
Kidding, I'll just be a corpse on the road.
Oh, okay. Let it go.
Okay.
Safe to let it go.
It is a fake prop. Cheaper than booze, but fake.
So think about it again. Take another bite in your mind. What do you taste?
Well, not really much of anything.
Okay. Notice how quick that changed.
Yeah. It's like, really? That's all it took? Okay.
Right?
Right.
So now what I want you to do is I want you to think about that bread on the plate right by you. Just think about it. Any reaction, any response. You can look at it as you think about it too. You just look at it.
It's been a good and faithful servant.
Tap right there. And release that good and faithful servant. I release that good and faithful servant.
I release that good and faithful servant.
It no longer serves me.
No, it no longer serves me.
It no longer supports my goals.
It no longer supports my goals.
And it never could comfort me anyway.
It never could comfort me or make me feel better.
Right?
Really.
And I let it go.
And I let it go.
Good. Squeeze your wrist. And Say peace.
Peace.
Good. So think about it again. Look at it again. Any emotions about that bread? Do you want it? 0 to 10?
No, it's sort of like an old love.
An old
You
love.
think about them, but you know, no.
So let's just do one more round on that and say, how do I even want to say that? I can think about it.
I can think about it.
I can have good memories about it.
I can have good memories about it.
But I release the need.
I release the need.
I release the connection between comfort and bread.
I release the connection between comfort and bread.
Bread is just bread.
It is just bread.
Yeah. Squeeze your wrist. Deep breath and say peace. What happened after that? It is just bread. There was an interesting look on your face.
Yes, of being a little girl on Saturdays. I lived long time ago when bread was delivered to the house on Saturdays. And we'd go get the loaf of bread. It was Saturday morning, and out came the bread and the butter and the cinnamon. And we ate half a loaf.
Okay. So close your eyes, and I want you to go back to that moment. There you are with your family, bread, butter, cinnamon. Yep. What are you feeling here, having bread, butter, and cinnamon with your family? What are the good feelings?
It's safety. It's consistency. I knew every Saturday. This was during the good times, and so it was a comfort.
Good.
It was.
So I want you to sit there with your family at the table, and I want you to notice the safety, consistency, good times, and comfort. Just notice it in your body. You got it?
I do.
And now I want you to lift your eyes up from that bread and see your family. Connect those feelings with your family, because that is what created it.
Yes.
It's not the bread, it's them. Feel those good feelings.
Yeah.
You got it?
I do.
Now start tapping with me. And so I release the bread.
I release the bread.
I keep the safety, consistency, good times, and comfort of these experiences.
I keep the safety, the consistency, the comfort of these experiences.
I can go there anytime.
I can go there anytime.
These are my good times.
These are my good times.
Good. Squeeze your wrist. Say peace.
Yes.
Good. So let's go back. Look at the bread. Any emotions? Do you want it?
No.
Good. Pick it up and smell it. What's it smell like?
Potato bread.
Okay. Tap. I release that potato bread smell.
I release that potato bread smell.
Let it go.
Let it go.
It's just a smell.
It's just a smell.
And I let it go.
And I let it go.
Good. Squeeze your wrist. And say peace.
Peace.
Okay, pick it up and smell it again. Is the smell gone?
No, it's still there.
Less, more, the same?
It's about the same, but
Tap.
It sort of is like cardboard.
I release that potato bread cardboard smell.
You release that potato bread cardboard smell.
Let it go.
Let it go.
It's just a smell, and I let it go.
It's just a smell, and I let it go.
Good. Squeeze your wrist. Take a deep breath. Say peace.
Peace.
Well done. Smell it again.
Thank you. I need a drink of water.
Take your time. Water is good. Any smell?
Yeah, it has a smell, but...
Is it faint? Is it changing?
Yeah, it's fainter.
Good. Tap. So I release that remaining smell.
I release the remaining smell.
I release all my emotional attachments to that smell.
I release the emotional attachments to that smell.
I let it go.
I let it go.
I'm safe as I'm letting it go.
I'm safe as I let it go.
Good. Squeeze your wrist. Deep breath. And say peace.
Peace.
One more time. Smell it. Tell me if the smell is gone or at least really faint.
It's faint.
Okay, good. So now let's have you don't just eat it plain, right? You eat it with butter.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to put some butter on it?
Well, sure.
Any reaction to that? Excitement, anything? Just check.
Well, it was like, can I really do that and put it down?
Tap right there. Yep. Can I really do that and put it down?
Can I really do that and put it down?
That right there. Let it go.
Let go.
I'll be amazed at all the things I can do.
I'm amazed at all the things I can do.
Squeeze your wrist and say peace.
Peace.
Okay, so now you can put some butter on your bread.
Okay.
Take your time.
Oh, well.
I'll have a little water.
Carry gold.
Yep, that's the one I eat all the time.
Yep. Along with just your meat.
Yeah, well, I'll just eat the butter by itself too.
Okay.
I put it in my coffee as well.
Well, that I've heard about. Bullet coffee.
Yep, bulletproof. Very good. I'll have that probably this afternoon. I'll have one of those.
Okay.
Okay. So you want to take a tiny, so we're going to do this in nibbles now. Actually, let's check the smell first. So you've put the butter on the bread and let's just clean up that smell. What does it smell like?
It's a little pungent.
Notice the pungent and tap.
Yeah,
I release that pungent smell.
I release the pungent smell.
I release everything I connected to the pungent smell.
I release everything I connect to the pungent smell.
Let it go.
Let it go.
It's safe to let that go now.
It's safe to let that go now.
Good. Squeeze your wrist. Deep breath. And say peace.
Peace.
Okay, check the smell again. What are you feeling as you look at that bread? I'm noticing an expression.
Wondering if meat would ever give me the feeling of the lift like bread does. Momentary, albeit, but there's at least.
Well, see, we want to kind of detach from food giving us the lift because that's not the food that does it. It's our emotional attachments that do. There are other ways to get a lift, to create our own lift.
That's critical.
Yeah.
Because I've always been running around in the kitchen hoping that there'd be something.
Right. Well, that's because you're still in the kitchen with mom. Tap. I release all the ways I run around in the kitchen looking for something to make me feel better, just like mom.
I release all the ways I'm running around in the kitchen looking for something to make me feel better, just like Mama did.
It never made mom feel better either.
Oh God, no. Never made her feel better.
I know that.
I know that.
And now I free myself from this prison.
Now I free myself from this prison.
It's safe to let it go.
It is safe to let it go.
Good. Squeeze your wrist. Deep breath. And say peace.
Peace.
Yeah. Been acting like mom all this time.
Well,
right?
Surprise. Yep.
Surprise, surprise. So have a sniff, have a smell. Pungent, what do you smell?
It's pungent.
Tap, right there. Feel your fingers, switch your focus. I release the pungent smell.
I release the pungent smell.
Let it go.
Let it go.
It's no longer useful.
It's no longer useful.
Let it go.
Let it go, Irene.
Good. Wiggle your toes and squeeze your wrist. And say peace.
Peace.
Good. Okay, smell it again. That pungent smell. Is it fading away?
Nope. Sorry.
Same?
Yep.
Tap. Feel your fingers, switch your focus. I release that smell.
I release that smell.
I release everything I attach to that smell.
I release everything I attach to the smell.
Let it go.
Let it go.
It's safe to let it go.
It is safe to let it go.
That's right. Squeeze your wrist. Peace.
Peace.
Okay, smell it again. Less, more, or the same?
It's a little lighter.
Yeah, I had a feeling. It took you a few more sniffs to find it. You can put it back down. We're going to tap on the rest.
Okay.
Now let's tap and say, I release that remaining smell.
I release the remaining smell.
It's changing.
It is changing.
I release all the things I attached to that smell.
I release all the things that I attach to the smell.
Safe to let it go.
It's safe to let it go.
Good job, Irene. Squeeze your wrist. Deep breath and say peace.
Peace.
Excellent. Okay, so now you're going to take nibbles. We're going to do it in little nibbles, right? You're not going to take a big bite, just a tiny taste. So I want you to take a tiny taste of that bread.
Okay.
Okay, and tell me what you notice. What stands out in the taste?
The sweetness.
Okay, notice the sweetness and swallow, and then we're going to tap.
Okay.
Now tap. So I release the sweetness.
I release the sweetness.
Food is just food.
Food is just food.
It can't comfort me or keep me safe.
It can't comfort me, keep me safe, or
I can't use it to hide from my emotions.
I can't use it to hide from my emotions.
I let it go.
I let it go.
Okay, wiggle your toes and squeeze your wrist.
I have a
Nice.
question.
Sure.
I think I'm hiding from how I feel physically.
Mm-hmm.
You're talking about hiding from my emotions.
Well, looking for comfort was why I said that. But yeah, so you're still using it to hide.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Just wondering. Okay.
Yeah.
And just sitting, learning to be with how I feel physically.
Mm-hmm. Well, does having the bread actually change how you feel physically?
Not really.
So you're not even hiding from it.
No. I'm just detoured for a little bit.
Right. And there's better distractions, like taking a walk, like tapping.
Well,
like getting the rest that your body might be asking for. Drinking water.
Yeah.
Right? So
yeah.
Take another bite and taste it.
Okay.
Small bite.
Okay.
What'd you notice? What's the taste?
I've gotten to where I think I taste chemicals.
Yeah, that's right. Tap. That's normal. That's how this goes. I release that chemical taste.
Yeah, I release the chemical taste.
Let it go.
Let it go.
Safe to let it go.
It's safe to let it go.
I just let it go.
I just let it go.
Good job. Squeeze your wrist. And say peace.
Peace.
Beautiful. Okay, take another taste. Tell me what you notice. What's the taste?
Kind of bland.
Yeah, now tap. I release that bland taste.
I release the bland taste.
It's not all that it was cracked up to be.
Not all it was cracked up to be.
It's getting easy to let it go.
It's getting easier to let it go.
I'm safe as I'm letting it go.
I am safe as I'm letting it go.
Good work. Squeeze your wrist. Deep breath. Peace.
Peace.
Okay, take another taste.
I don't like the taste that it leaves in my mouth.
Okay.
That chemical-y thing.
Yeah. All the stuff that you weren't noticing because the emotional attachments were getting in the way.
I notice it afterwards.
Mm-hmm. You're noticing the chemically taste now?
Yeah, when I eat slow, that's probably why I hide it with peanut butter.
Tap right there. Oh boy. I release and let it go. That chemically taste.
That chemically taste.
All the ways I've been trying to hide how bread tastes with butter and peanut butter.
I've been trying to hide how bread tastes with butter and peanut butter.
It's not that much comfort there.
No, there isn't that much comfort there.
It's okay to let it go now.
It's okay to let it go now.
Yeah. Squeeze your wrist, deep breath, and say peace.
Peace.
Okay, so do you want that bread? If you look at that bread, do you want it?
No.
Okay.
Mm.
Has this changed for you then?
Yes. It's a different context
Yeah.
in which I'm reaching for. It's about a bigger story. It's really not about the bread.
No, it's not about the bread at all.
It's a
But
big story.
can you make a new choice now so say it's tomorrow or later today and you
Yeah.
notice the discomfort in your body? What new choice will you be making to create some comfort for yourself?
This is the way I sometimes do those things. I will say, do this other thing, 5 minutes. Then, if you still feel like you're driven, but can I give myself 5 minutes to do something different?
Mm-hmm.
And so the image I got was to sit down by the window with the plants, with my plants, take a half a cup of water, drink it on purpose,
Mm-hmm.
and just tap in a positive, not like I'm digging for something, but just tapping about how I am taking so much better care of myself, how I'm learning to read my signals, how I am learning to understand what my body needs right this minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, to go into that room first.
So let's have you close your eyes and just imagine you're doing that now. You've noticed that feeling that
Yep.
normally sent you to get the bread, but you're making a new choice now. You're sitting at the table with your plants and
Yep.
you have that water, and then you're tapping and affirming all the good that you're doing.
Yes.
And how
Yes.
does that feel for you? What shifts do you create as you're doing that?
Well, I don't know that this is true, but my belief is I carry my mama with me with these habits, and healing myself somewhere in the universe heals her too.
I
It,
believe that.
it frees us both.
Yeah.
And I didn't know how, I mean, I figured I probably had something that was her, a habit like hers. My twin sister drinks like my mother did. I never
Mm-hmm.
did that.
Yeah.
But my prayer has been to my mother that she be healed of her deep
Pain.
emptiness. And so this is, I heal me, she gets healed.
Yeah.
It's,
Let's have you remember the laundry, how you love doing laundry with your mom in the hallway?
yeah, yeah,
Close your eyes and go to that.
yeah.
Okay.
Because
I
we
want
used
you to,
yeah, hang clothes out and
yeah.
take the clean linens out. And,
I want you to smell those clean linens.
mhm.
Notice the smell of the clean linens and feel the comfort and the safety and the good times in doing this with mom.
Yep.
And now tap with me and say, I'm healing my mom inside me.
I am healing my mom inside me.
I'm healing my mom's programs inside me.
I'm healing mom's program inside me.
I remember the good times.
I remember the good times.
All the comfort in the laundry.
All the comfort in the laundry.
All the consistency in doing laundry together.
All the consistency in doing laundry together.
I send these good feelings to mom.
I send these good feelings to mom.
These are my gift.
This is my gift.
Good. Squeeze your wrist. Deep breath. And say peace.
Peace.
Good. How do you feel now?
Grateful. Grateful
Good.
to think of creating a container to sit and create my own comfort, and also it ripples, it holds it all, it blesses it all. I can slow down.
Yeah, and one other thing that you might want to put on that table with your plants and your water is your happy journal. Right?
Yeah.
That's a good time to go there and just sit and affirm those happy memories because they're filled with comfort and good times.
Yes.
And that's the purpose of it.
They're filled with comfort and smells and consistency.
Yeah.
And ordinary pleasure. They are. They are.
Good. So has this bread changed for you, this bread relationship?
Yeah, because it's just a small cog in it. It's like a tapestry, a rug tapestry of my life, and it's really just one color thread down here. It's really part of a bigger part of the tapestry.
Yeah. And how do you feel about the tapestry now?
It's a relief that it's really not that big.
Good.
It's
Good.
not big. It's about something else that's more about the edging on the tapestry.
Right.
It's what holds the tapestry together.
Good work today.
Yep. Yep.
Good. All right. So I'm going to end the record on the video for everyone. Okay. Have a great day. Thank you, everyone who taps along, for creating faster changes with us today.